Hey, it's the doctor. Here we are. I'm live with Jersey John and our special guest tonight from thebenchtrading.com. There he is, Billy, also known as Chavezforprez. If you're on thebenchtrading.com, we've got a thread running over there right now. We've got that in the general talk section, I believe.
General talk.
Billy, wave to everybody. Say hi. There he is.
Still off the bench. Going out there in TV land.
Billy's an avid collector. He just got his orders. He's shipping out to Iraq very shortly. So we thought we'd have him on the show tonight. While he's on the show, we want to get him to bust a box. We've got a box of Bowman Chrome baseball. We're looking for donations from the viewers. Billy's going to Iraq to service this country. If you want to call in, donate $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever you can afford, $1. We could take it via PayPal right now. Whatever money's come in, it's going to Billy to bust some boxes, baby. That's it. Bill, you're shipping out soon. What do you got to say?
I'm all ready to go. Sunday's the day. I appreciate everyone's support. Those of you I know on the bench, I appreciate all the trades, all the cards you've sent me. And thanks to the doc for letting me be on the show today. And glad to be here.
Bill, you got anybody special you want to say hi to out there?
Oh, man, there's too many people to name. I don't even know where to begin. Everyone at the bench. We've made trades. Most people know who I am. If you don't, you will.
Well, now they actually get to see you, though.
Now you're going to see a picture of me.
You're sitting next to the legendary Jersey John. He had that one-on-one pull of a lifetime.
So, what do you generally collect? What do you usually go on the bench with? Trying to trade stuff? What do you usually try to look for? What do you try to usually obtain on the bench?
Mainly Eric Chavez.
Eric Chavez.
That's my boy.
That's it. Any card you can get him? Common cards, anything? Or
common cards, inserts. It doesn't matter what it is. If I don't have it, I take it.
What's your best Chavez piece?
Oh man.
Do you have any of those Lettermans yet?
Yeah, I got missing 2 letters from the Lettermans.
Which ones? Which letters?
The V and the H, I believe.
All right, so there you heard it here at the backstop. Our boy is looking for, Chavezforprez is looking for 2 letters from the Letterman collection. He's looking for the H and the V. Okay, so if anybody's got it, give us a shout out at the backstop. Give us a call, 732-506-9311. So obviously, you're an Oakland Athletic fan?
Exactly.
So a little tough season for you guys this year.
Yeah.
Considering, the A's have been pretty consistent as far as making pushes for the playoffs.
Yep.
What do you think the A's need to do to try to get back to that, a National League West kind of dominance that they've had for the most of the 90s and early 2000s?
Probably a little more pitching.
Yeah.
My choice is hurtful that we've lost all of our young pitchers. Zito was gone, Hudson, Mulder. Everybody just left, but we still got young.
Well, you still got Harden, you still got Haran.
Blanton. We got a couple seasoned guys and a couple more rookies that are coming up that should be pretty good.
Now, do you like Houston Street as your closer, or do you think he needs to go and maybe get somebody else in there?
I think he's pretty good. I think we just need to keep him, give him a little more time. I mean, he's just still blossoming.
Right.
And he's still got that potential to be a big time closer, another Rivera, maybe a Hoffman stature down the road.
The offense obviously struggled too. They had Mike Piazza this year, I believe, right? Exactly. As their DH. They lost Frank Thomas to the Toronto Blue Jays. Frank Thomas had a great year and a 1-year deal with the A's 2 years ago, and he left and signed a huge deal with Toronto. So you're trying to replace it with Mike Piazza. Not to take anything away from Piazza because he's been a great hitter throughout his career, but offensively, I think they lost a little bit this year. If you're the GM right now of the Oakland Athletics, besides the pitching aspect, what changes or what improvements do you think the Oakland A's need to make? I mean, right now you got in your outfield. Well, you had Kotze in center. Mm-hmm. Who was your right fielder this year?
Travis Buck played a little bit of right.
Right.
Actually, right was kind of shuffled around
platoons.
I think we probably our outfield and infield is pretty solid. I mean, we got a lot of injuries that we need to keep from them.
Well, they moved Swisher around this year too to first base, right?
Base. Yeah, he came from the outfield. Or from
Chavez at the corner, so the corners were set. Crosby had a little injury bug this year.
Chavez been injured with lower back problems, so that kind of hurt.
And who's their second baseman? Mark Ellis and
Scudero.
And then catching was Melius.
Yeah, because we got rid of Kendall, which I believe you shouldn't have really got rid of him.
Right.
Defensively, he was a great catcher.
Right. So Oakland's kind of but the problem is they don't spend the money. Mm-hmm. We've seen it throughout the course of time. They lost Giambi, they lost Tejada, they lost Mulder, they lost.
They're probably a profitable team though.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a shame because they've had some talented players in that, the early 2000s. They had teams that you really thought with the pitching could have gone all the way, and just for some reason they faced the Yankees those couple rounds, and the one year they had them down 2-0 twice or whatever it was, and Jeter makes the flip play.
Yeah.
that's it. Yankee history, right?
Yeah.
But so Oakland A's, World Series this year. We know surprising team in the National League, Colorado Rockies. Taking on the Boston Red Sox. Boston doing an amazing job to get back in it and actually getting to the World Series, kind of reminiscent of 2004, where they knock off the Yankees down 3-0. But who do you like in the World Series?
Well, I was going for Cleveland, and then and Colorado, of course, was already secured the spot. But since Boston came back, I think right now they're the team to beat. Like you said earlier, the Rockies have had 8 days off. I can play a little.
Yeah, I mean, and the worst part is for the Rockies, I think that they were so hot, 21 out of 22, straight, 7 straight wins in the playoffs, obviously, amazing run, and now all of a sudden you just slam on the brakes, and is that going to have an effect? Especially because the majority of this team is young.
Yeah.
Besides Todd Helton at first base, you're looking at a very young team. I mean, Kaz Matsui, even though he's not really young, he's not really that old in the league, though. He's only been here for about 4 years. And then you got Tulowitzki, my favorite at shortstop. You got a platoon at third base. You got a young catcher in Torabella, and then you have an outfield that's young too, and pitching that's young. So, the one thing the Rockies do have is live arms. Yeah. And as far as a breakdown, we're going to do a little segment now for the World Series to try to break down position-wise who has the advantage. And we're going to start off with starting pitching. All right, Colorado Rockies, Boston Red Sox. Who has the advantage? Give us a call, 732-506-9311. Red Sox, obviously, Josh Beckett, the Texas flamethrower. He's lights out right now. You got Kurt Schilling, who's old. You lost Tim Wakefield. He's not on the roster now.
Yeah.
So the Red Sox have to look on Matt Suzaka, who's a rookie, to try to take over. And then you have the Rockies, who have a bunch of young guys in Jimenez, Fogg, and Francis. Starting pitching-wise, where are you leaning, Red Sox or Rockies?
Well, I always got to go with veteran players that have been there before, players that know how to win, know what it takes to win. But granted, you can't shy away from the young guys because they're eager. They want to play. They're
got to give the Red Sox the edge, baby.
You go with the Red Sox?
I'll go with the Red
Okay,
Sox.
so it's unanimous here at the backstop. For starting pitching aspects, we're going to go with the Red Sox. And continuing on with that pitching role, you got to go to the relief pitching. Colorado Rockies, we saw it throughout the playoffs. We saw it in the one-game playoff against the Padres where the Rockies, blew the lead or blew a tie in the 13th inning, gave up a 2-run shot to Brian Giles, scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 13th to win it. But what a lot of people don't realize is the Rockies, after giving up that 2-run shot, had men on first and second and were able to shut down the door, strike out the side. So, the Rockies' bullpen is pretty solid, but so is the Red Sox. Do you think it's Red Sox? Do you think it's Rockies? Do you think it's an even match? Bullpen, I can't. I think it's tough. I can't pick a
even. I'd say it's probably even. Yeah.
Doc, what do you think? Even?
I like Red Sox.
I'm going to go with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
We got Doc with the RD Sox. All right, and closing pitcher, I think it's unanimous. Jonathan Papelbon is by far better than Fuentes for the Rockies. Yeah. All right, so now we move to first base. This is a tough one as well. You've got the all-star veteran, Todd Helton, who's won batting crowns. He bats over 300 every year.
Who's never been in the World Series.
Never been in the World Series. Going against Kevin Youkilis, who's kind of emerged this year. In the last 3 games of the playoffs in the ALCS, he had 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. But do you go with the veteran leadership of Todd Helton, or do you go with Youkilis? What do you think?
I'm going to lean towards Helton.
Helton?
Yep.
Doc, what do you think? Helton or Youkilis?
Backstop.
Doc says backstop, so we're going to say Helton. Helton across the board. Second.
No, I didn't pick Helton.
Who? Are you going to go Youkilis?
I'm going Boston all the way down the line.
You
so just
son
mark
of a
me
dog.
down.
Just for conversation's sake, come on. All right, second base, the Red Sox have Dustin Pedroia, the rookie spark plug, going against the import, Kaz Matsui. Who do you like?
Oh, Matsui made some tremendous plays this year, but Pedroia's feels better hitter, so I'm going to go with the Red Sox.
So we got Dustin Pedroia for both, and Doc said Red Sox across the board, so there we go. Shortstop, we all know where Jersey John's going with this one, okay? You got Julio Lugo, is that who it is?
Yeah.
For the Red Sox, taking on my favorite, Troy Tulowitzki. He's going to be Rookie of the Year. The guy hit 25 home runs as a rookie, 100 RBIs. Did I sell you on Tulowitzki?
Yes.
Are you going to go?
I'm gonna go with
everybody out
Tulowitzki.
there, we got to go with
I haven't
Tulowitzki.
been to the
So
website, so I'm going to go
that's
with
all right.
Tulowitzki.
Tulowitzki, it's under construction, so but Tulowitzki across the board. Doc at shortstop, Lugo or Tulowitzki?
I like Boston all the way down
You
the line.
son of a bitch. All right, so Doc's going with Boston. He's going against the Jersey John plug here. So we got Tulo for us two, and we got Boston with Lugo. I don't know what Doc's thinking, but for Boston, there you go. Third base. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Red Sox. So you got Mike Lowell for the Red Sox taking on Garrett Atkins and Jeff Baker at third base for the Rockies. Realistically, I don't really know that much about Garrett Atkins, so I think I'm going to lead with Mike Lowell, veteran
That's how I'm
leadership.
going to go. Veteran. He's produced over the years.
And I think it's safe to say, Doc, we're going to go with Mike Lowell, third base for you.
Boston down the line.
Boston, I can't believe you didn't take Tulowitzki. That's a slap in my face.
That's just a bust
You
for
son of a bum. All right, now the outfield gets a little tricky because you really don't have that many studs both ways across the board. All right, you have Manny Ramirez for the Red Sox, but then you have Coco Crisp. You have Jacob Engelberry. Is that his name?
Jacoby Ellsbury.
What is it? Jacoby Ellsbury. Yeah, I knew it was Pillsbury Doughboy. I don't care what the hell you call him. He's a rookie. We have a call on line one? All right, let's plunk him away. Hey, you're live. Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Chad from New York.
What's up, Chad?
Chad from Long Island.
How you doing?
Good.
Tulowitzki's a beast, huh?
Hey, he's an animal.
He's an animal.
Rockies in every position except maybe third base, because Lowell's been hot. Maybe left field. Maybe.
All right. So what do you think? You think Rockies are going to win it, huh?
Rockies win in 6.
6 games. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. So what time? 8 games coming on soon. Who do you like tonight? You like Beckett or do you like Francis?
I think Francis, I like him. I think he's going to win the NL Cy Young.
Really? You think Francis is going to win the Cy Young?
He comes up big in the 21 out of 22 game winning streak.
All right. Well, cool. Anything else you want to shout out to us tonight?
I'm just saying, when the Giants get out of that bye playing Dallas, and they beat Dallas, they're going to go the rest of the season and spoils New England perfect season in Week 16.
All right. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned for trivia, all right?
Yeah, I'll call back for trivia.
All right, you do that. Thanks. Very excited. Tulowitzki is a beast. That's our friend calling us from New York. He's very excited. It's Chad from Long Island. Very excited about the Colorado Rockies. See, I think I've corrupted a lot of people with the Tulowitzki. All of a sudden now you're starting to say, I think I promoted the Rockies to make this propel into the World Series.
It was all you, Jersey John,
I gotta
baby.
take the credit.
By the way, EatJohnnyG's.com has arrived.
Did they?
It's here. It's in the house. Your pie's here, John.
Do we have cheddar on it, though, or provolone?
Well, I don't think we have cheddar on it.
It looks like it, though. It looked pretty good,
Well,
though.
they got the Fugazi tonight.
Yeah, I know. I'm very upset with that, so.
By the way, as soon as you're done with this, we're going to talk to Billy, because Billy's no stranger to baseball card
Oh, yeah,
stores.
absolutely.
Billy actually worked in a baseball card store, just like Jersey John did. So these two jamokes both have something in common. We're going to discuss that when they finish this silly lineup thing.
It's not silly. So here we go. We're going to wrap it up right now with the outfielders. We said Manny Ramirez, Red Sox. Say it again, Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury, Coco Crisp, and J.D. Drew versus, you ready for this? Willie Taveras in center field, Matt Holliday in left field, who is possibly the National League MVP. The MVP comes down to Prince Fielder, David Wright, or Matt Holliday. I'm going with Matt Holliday just because of the Rockies' success this year.
Yeah.
But as an outfield, who do you go with? You go with the veteran Manny and J.D. Drew over Holliday? What do you think? It's a tough one, right?
It's tough. I think I'm going to go outfield. I'm going to go Boston all the way.
Boston?
I mean, my boy Ellsbury is from Oregon State. I'm from Oregon, so I got.
Really? Okay, cool.
I got to go with the local boys.
He's 2 for 8 in the playoffs, but he's a hell of a little player, though.
He's a stud.
He's got.
He's a stud.
Did you see that catch he made to close out the game the other night? He's a good player. So, all right. So you heard it here at the backstop. You know, we had picking or choosing our things, except for the doc. You know, Tulowitzki. Come on, you got to give him props. TroyTulowitzki.net. But it's Red Sox across the board, and based on that, as much as I want Troy Tulowitzki and the Colorado Rockies to win, I think it's safe to say we believe the Red Sox are going to win the World Series. I say Red Sox in 6. Billy, what do you say?
I say 5.
Red Sox in 5. Well, you heard it here, folks. We got some great prizes we're giving away tonight. Trivia. Doc's going to give some more shout-outs. We're going to talk some great product tonight. Doc, what else we want to talk about tonight?
Well, John, like I said, Billy is no stranger to a baseball card store, just like Jersey John worked in one when he was younger. Billy worked in a baseball card store, and we want to hear some stories from Billy.
What
Bill,
store?
the store that you worked in, you want to say hi? Are they still open? Or you want to
No, they closed down.
See? That's the end of that.
Tough business, man. Got to keep it fun like the doc, though.
Yep.
So what was your best card as a kid, or what's the first card you truly remember being your ultimate piece?
Jeez.
Is there one card as a kid that you remember having you said, wow, like it was your prized card?
Probably at the time when I got it, it's probably my Cal Ripken rookie.
Right.
The
With the traded or the regular?
The regular tops.
Right. That was
didn't have the money like that back then.
Exactly.
That's probably my favorite just because Cal was the man.
Yep.
And
That was definitely one of mine, including the 89 Upper Deck Griffey rookie, too.
Yeah.
That was like, at the time, that was like a set book value of $150.
Yeah.
You know, I think every kid, if they had the Ken Griffey Upper Deck rookie, it was like your collection was complete as a kid.
Uh-huh.
You know, now it's like you get cards, rookie cards. A lot of kids don't respect the cards in some ways. You'll see guys like look for the jersey card, throw the rest of the cards out.
To the side, yep.
You know, and what people don't realize, those cards, some of them can turn out to be treasures.
Yep.
Like Doc was talking earlier about Tom Brady's rookie cards, the Bowman rookie card, selling for about $40 online.
Yeah.
His SP Authentics over $1,000 online. So, you know, it's kind of ridiculous to think about it. But you know, was there any cards or any type of collection that you had that maybe you got rid of or traded that you regret now?
Well, I went through a period where I kind of didn't want to collect cards anymore, so I sold my whole collection. At one point, I did a card show and just dumped like 5,000 count card boxes, $50, take it all. I just dumped everything.
Wow.
Banana.
And I know. And now I
Regret it.
I regret it because it was back when
Because the cash was much needed back then,
Back
right?
then,
You know,
yeah, and I was
$50 was like gold for like a high school kid. Too,
I was getting bored, but I remember having tons of Terrell Davis rookie cards, and they're all my football boxes. Here, just take them all.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he started being a stud, and they hit 10, 15, 20, $30 a pop, and I had hundreds of them, and I was like,
wow. Yeah, it was 96.
Kick myself. So.
Yep. No, that's tough. Yeah, and you know, I made the same mistake at times with some of my cards, and you know, like Jeter's, for example, you know, 93 tops, you know, or 93 Upper Deck SP. At the time, $4 or $5, you're like, all right, I can get that for the card. And then the Jeter wins the World Series, you know, 4 out of 5 years, and all of a sudden the card skyrockets to almost 150 a card.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's had those oops moments, but there's also been those nice moments still.
Yeah.
You know, what's one of the best pickups you've ever had as far as, you know, you got a great deal and you got a great card for your collection that wound up being a good investment?
I picked up a...
Besides what you took advantage of from the doc here.
I picked up a Lou
Everybody takes
Brock.
advantage of the doc.
I picked up a Lou Brock Sweet Spot auto for $5.
Wow.
1 out of 5.
Really?
Yep.
Where'd you get that at?
eBay.
Wow.
What idiot sold that?
I don't know, but I bought it.
I was wondering where that card went.
Well, listen,
It's my
guys,
best deal.
we're going to go to a break now. We've got, Fast Eddie's been working out like mad, so we're going to show that workout video. Then we had a very, very special guest come all the way from Lower Bucks County, Pennsylvania this week. Big fans of the show. Okay, this was Danny. He busted a box while he was here. He got to meet Fast Eddie, who he was dying to meet. Gil was here. The doc was here. So we're going to go to that, and when we come back, we're going to keep chatting, and we're going to be bringing on John Bistis pretty soon, talking with him. So we'll be back in a few.
Chavezforprez, everyone.
Send your money to Billy.
Send your money so you can crack some boxes tonight.
I have no fear because the doctor is here.